G'day, Ben from Melbourne here. Today I'm going to contribute to a thread which Mike MGK Boston, channel details below, started, and it's called By the Numbers. And so what he wanted you to do was choose half a dozen records which either have a number in the title of the record or a number in the band name or artist name. So as usual, it's going to be all Australian stuff. And one more thing. If you're watching Embryonic Robot Brian, get on board and do this thread, my friend. Because if Nina Simone is the high priestess of soul, you are the high priest of threads and competition, my man. Love to see your vid. All right, first up, we've got Woolen Kits with their great second album on RIP Society called Four Girls. Yeah. And, I was going to say, it has the great song, I Wanna Be Your Friend. But it's actually not on this one, it's on the first one. But this does have Susanna, which is a killer track. Next, two-piece Super Wild Horses with their album 15. This one's on Hozak and Jackpot Records. This is a great record as well. The song 15's killer. Two-piece, guitar and drums, and they both switch around and both do vocals. Cool stuff. They released another one after that. I think they're no more though. All right. Now, a band with a number in their name called Party Dozen. That's right. I'm saying dozen's a number. Because it is. And their great album from this year called The Real Work. This is an interesting band. These guys are drums and sax and make a whole heap of noise that you wouldn't expect just from that. Wild, awesome stuff. This has been a bit of a cool surprise record for me this year. Maybe might make my favourites of the year even. Next up we have the band from a while ago now, 99, which featured, and the record's actually got a number name too, 767. And this is Laura McFarlane's band, I think it's McFarlane, who was the original drummer for Slater Kinney, and she's Australian, and yeah, after a while decided to stay here, and we all know what happened to Slater Kinney. Went on to become indie rock megastars. And of course, the Giz with their recent, and when I say recent, it's probably another 5 records after this. In fact, I'm sure there is, because they released 3 in October, which I'm still getting my head around, loving them. In some ways, I think they could be the best stuff they've done in a long time. Anyway, the number part this is called Butterfly 3000, and you'll notice this is, I know, it's the English edition, but I've put it, no, ignore everything, don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move along. Pretend that never happened. Oh no! It's right under the other one. The Japanese edition of Butterfly 3000. And when I say Japanese edition, it's actually not that special. It just comes with all the lyrics in Japanese, so you can't sing along because they sing them in English. Amazing idea. Apparently there's many different language versions. Savvy business dudes get people to buy heaps of copies of the one record. Right, one of my favourite Melbourne bands, Black Cab, with their album A Concept Like Normal called Games of the 21st Olympiad. And as you know, a whole lot happened during those games. They got a new record out which came out this year, which is a killer record too. One of my faves of the year, called Rotzler's Rules. Check it out. Next up, the Cave Star, old Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, with his second album with the cheery title of The Firstborn Is Dead. Probably one of my favourite records of Nick Cave, actually. Yeah, it's got a bit of a bluesy swagger to it. It has the great Tupelo on this album, and what else in here? Black Crow King, and is this one got the Knockin' on Joe? That's the other one. I think it even has the 6 strings that Drew Blood. Righto. Huxton Creepers, some great garage pop, power pop stylings with their great classic record from the 80s, 12 Days to Paris. It was on Big Time Records. I realised when I said that I haven't mentioned what label any of the other records are on, besides the first couple. But I'm not going to go backwards, because what would be the point of that? The Meanies, Melbourne's great punk rockers, 10% Weird. This is, of course, the great reissue that came out the other year on Poison City. I had this on CD when it came out. Lovely blue vinyl. And the Go-Between, 16 Lovers Lane. The last one, featuring the Lindy Morrison lineup before they reconvened as a 2-piece in the 90s, and also released 3 or 4 great records. Okay, number 12, the Great Raven compilation, Ugly Things, number 2. That's a number. I know. You're saying that's a bloody cheat. But I just wanted to show you this record. One of the great comps of Australian and a couple of New Zealand songs on this. There's 3 or 4 of these series. Yeah, if you like your garage 60s nugget style punk rock, raw as hell, this is for you. This is, got a lot of awesome stuff on here. We've got the La-Di-Dahs, that's one of the great New Zealand bands. The Atlantics. Yes, the same Atlantics as as the surf ones, but they rip it up on this song. Come On. The Purple Hearts. Oh, so much good stuff. Ray Columbus and the Art Collection. Fantastic. So if you think my number 12 is a cheat, here's one more. The Easy Beats, It's Too Easy, their second record. And this has got some of the lesser known songs, because they're mainly known for the Vanda and Young compositions, but there's a few on here which are Stevie Wright and George Young writing these songs, like Let Me Be, You Are the Light, Women, and Wedding Ring. That's the big one on this one. Great record. Love the Easy Beats. Great 60s rock and roll. The foundation of pretty much every rock band in Australia that came afterwards. All right, thanks for watching. Check out Mike's channel, who had started the thread. I'll leave a link to the original video below. Yeah, sorry Mike, you're always a great commenter and supporter of my channel, and I didn't realize until very recently I hadn't subscribed to you all this time, so job's done. No hard feelings. See you all soon.